Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of November 2nd through the 8th. And during that time, we have a waxing gibbous moon that moves us into the full moon on the 5th or the 6th, depending on where you are, and then the waning gibbous. So, of course, our focus that week will be the full moon, which I did have to go look up. It is a super moon. I feel like I've been seeing a theme with the readings this week, so we'll see if that theme continues with you. I won't say what it is yet, but there does seem to be a theme, and I feel like things like that are always moon related when almost the whole collective is going through kind of the same sorts of things. So, anyway, that said, this will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter, Sagittarius. So, as always, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. And your overall message for this reading: confidence is your key to success. All right, let's see what the Sagittarius Collective has going on for the week. Oh, and I didn't even talk about that full moon energy, but of course, full moons can be, heightened emotions. It can be where we feel a little overwhelmed or anxious for some of us. I got a piece of glitter in there for some reason. It could be that, what was I saying? Full moon. Oh, some people feel a little bit anxious. You might have changes in your sleeping patterns, but it's just an opportunity for us to really practice patience and calm if you're having that anxiety that comes up every month. For me, I'm so full of energy on the full moon that that's the time when I get a lot of things done and accomplished. It's like the best energy I have all month long. So it's my favorite time. I hope it is for you too. All right. Without further ado, let's get into this reading. My fun weekly reminder before I get started is that you pay attention to the universe this week for synchronicities. So watch for those things that are, this could be an animal or numbers that you're seeing or repeating, songs that you hear over here, maybe conversations also. But watch for those synchronicities. Those are the little breadcrumbs that the universe offers to kind of help guide us on our way. So that is just my fun reminder for you to pay attention to those. So, all right, Sagittarius, November 2nd through the 8th. This card wants to come out. We will take it. Confidence is your key to success. All right, your overall present energy, Sagittarius, is Knight of Cups. So some sort of action in the way of love. This could be romance. This could be you just letting someone know how you feel, in whatever phase of relationship you might be in. If it's a new person, you're going to open up and let them know how you feel. If it's someone that you've been involved with, maybe do a little bit of extra this week to let them know that they're loved and appreciated. So that's a very nice little sentiment there. Your current situation, is that we're done with something, but moving forward in love. So that's okay. And I wasn't going to say it, but I feel like almost everybody is having kind of a transitional phase and everybody's done with something. And I'm not even getting the negative feeling about it. When I've seen this card a couple of times, I've also seen the death card, and it's almost like, like I feel like that's just what's supposed to happen. There's some sort of transition kind of going on with the entire collective. That people are done with something and they're just done with it, and it's not bad. It's not horrible. It's like they're just transitioning into the next thing, which is very interesting. Very, very interesting. At the root of your situation is the Two of Pentacles. So you're definitely, excuse me, let me grab a drink. Get some water there. You're definitely kind of trying to keep everything in the air, juggling things, moving this to over here to get that done. That's okay. But something for you is ending, and it's not negative. It's just the way it is. It's just that transitional period. You're moving into kind of a new phase there. In your recent past is the Knight of Swords. So you probably got some sort of message, or had a thought. This is about, this is like rapid. This is something that came in that was very unexpected. And again, it looks like you're managing it well. You're just moving forward with this Knight of Cups, very calm, very cool, very collected. It was almost news that was like, oh, well, that's a surprise and a change and an ending. So you're just having to move, juggle things around a little bit and move towards a new beginning, a new way of doing whatever this is for you. What is on your mind this week is the Queen of Wands. So you're definitely in control of things that you're passionate about. You're definitely thinking about those things, and not only for you, but the people around you. Like, you're very aware. Anytime it's royalty cards, I think about kings and queens are not only aware and can manage the thing that their suit is about, but also they can see what's driving others in kind of their kingdom. So you have a very good grip on what fires you up and what gets you really excited about life, but you can also see that in the people around you, which is a nice skill to have. And you'll put that to use this week. What is just ahead of you this week is the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, much like the Queen of Wands, it's the same deal. It's about understanding. In this case, it would be your intellect and your way of expressing yourself with words, but also seeing that in others around you as well. And like, so maybe you're being very opinionated, but also your friend is being very opinionated, but you kind of appreciate it, right? It's not, you're just recognizing that they also have that skill and have mastered it as well. So, you're not mad about it. You're just kind of recognizing that, yeah, okay, they've got that opinion, they're opinionated as well. In your advice position here is the Judgment card. So it looks like you are either judging something, or you are being judged, or you're feeling judged. And I almost get the feeling right off the bat that you're judging something. You're judging something. Um, and all I would say about judgments are, usually it involves people. And usually I feel like you have to be reminded that not everybody is where you are in your place of awareness. And so sometimes that judgment comes in and we make that judgment. And I know for myself, I have to step back and go, okay, wait a minute, that person is not, maybe their conscious awareness, they're just not quite, they're not quite as aware as some people. There's maybe some of that going on. um, and they're just at a different place. Maybe they're doing a thing that I used to do, and I've learned better, and they're not there yet. They haven't learned it yet. They'll get there. They're just in their own place. So sometimes I will reserve judgment because of that. Like, I didn't want to be judged when I was there too. Now that I'm doing better, someone else is probably judging me for something else, right? So this is kind of what it is just remember that we're all on our own track and on our own pace when it comes to learning, I guess, is my message for you on that. What is beyond your control is the Devil card. So there's going to be a devil in your ear probably when it comes to this judgment, saying, yeah, go ahead, judge that person, because da 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 da. Go ahead, do it. But remember, that devil is up there, telling you false truths, making you be insecure about things, causing you to be obsessive about things. This, and it's beyond your control, that little devil is in your ear. So this is when you really wish for the angel on the other side to say those other positive things. So don't let that devil get control of you. Just don't do it. Just try to avoid that if you can, but it is kind of beyond your control. It's going to be there. You're going to have to fight that off a little bit. What is your secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid, is the Fool card. So that's your big question of the week. Is it your secret desire to be on a new journey, to start a new journey, or are you trying to avoid a new journey? Some of you will answer one way, some the other way, and either answer is fine, but that's your big question of the week, is to ask yourself, am I ready to take this new path, or do I not want to take a new path? Am I going to not take a new path? It's up to you. You get to decide. It looks like you've got some sort of ending. So that's almost, to me, like it's almost inevitable that because of this ending that maybe you had no control over, that yeah, you're going to be on a new path, whether you like it or not. You're kind of being forced to be there. And your outcome position is to just be strong through it. This is, your inner strength. Get through it. Fight off that devil. Use that inner strength to fight that devil off your shoulder, who's trying to make you make judgments about things that, right. Try to rise above that, right? Okay. What is hidden from you this week is the Ace of Pentacles, which is new financial opportunities, new material things. So that's not really at the forefront. When it comes to this, this could template over for a lot of different things. I feel like this change was kind of a surprise. It kind of came at you. Someone made a change. You're just not kind of having to deal with it and manage it. But Again, understand, really take the time to go, okay, what really drives my passion? And is it judgment? Probably not. What really drives my intellect and my way of speaking? Is it judgment? Probably not. What's that devil's, as you're fighting that off, that devil's in your ear going, go ahead and judge. Go ahead and judge. Go ahead and judge. So, do you want to be on this new journey? It looks like you're going to be forced to be. Use your inner strength to fight all of those thoughts. Just try to be positive through it, right? That's really all we can do. Let's see what the Soul Oracle deck has to say for you. And again, I do feel like everyone's going through this transition period, so it's not just you. So even whoever has done something to you, they're also having, everybody's having a transition point this week. I don't know what it is. Everybody's kind of transitioning, and it's almost like maybe it's just chain reactions. I don't know, but something's going on like that. It's very interesting to read all of these different readings like this and see the things that everyone has in common, the entire collective. All right, correct your mistakes is what the Soul Oracle deck says for you to do. Correct your mistakes, and also I would say recognize your mistakes because we all make them. You know, none of us are perfect. Let's see what you need to do in the way of self care this week as you're going through this transition, Sagittarius. Let's see. The card you get is the card that says love, which I love. Love people, love them with all your heart. Just be sure to love yourself first. I love that. Speaking of love. And didn't we start off with the Knight of Cups, which is definitely about love? So keep that in mind, Sagittarius, as you're moving through your week. Whatever this information came in that's changing your life that you have to deal with, guess what? This too shall pass and you'll be fine. You will get through it. And I think you're going to be fine because you have the inner strength to do that. So thanks so much for being here with me. I hope there was something in this reading that you can take away and use in your life this week. Of course, if you're comfortable sharing, drop me a comment down below. Let me know in what area of your life, because this isn't very clear to me on that. It's going to be different areas for different people. In what area of your life did you get some news maybe last week that definitely was an ending for you, and now you've got to scramble to kind of make these changes and start on this new path? And are you judging that person because of that? Let me know in the comments, of course, if you're comfortable. Also, if you like my reading style, please hit the like and the subscribe button. It really helps my channel, but more importantly, it'll help you find me next week, where you can come back and we can see if this energy continues or if there's something completely new here for you. So thanks so much, Sagittarius. Good luck with this. See you next week. Bye-bye.